with time, as the design to trap the divine, as the helpless and the hopeless hiding, as the loveless.
Hello, this is Gabriel. I am making a context video, which means a video to give context to another video. And the video I am referring to is called, I'm quoting, "A call to all spiritual warriors and lightworkers. Don't trust destiny." This video has been put out by a channel which is called TheRiffShaman, and the person speaking is called Jordan. So, some points to consider when, if you have watched that video or if you're going to watch it, is that he hasn't done, or Jordan hasn't done, any real proper research from perspective of getting a context for what Destiny is saying in their many videos and articles. So most of the quotes or ideas or words he will bring up, he will place them out of context, or give a twisted context, or give no context. So from that perspective, he should not have even spoken about those things, because he hadn't done actual research. So there's one major point I wanted to address or bring up, and that is in relation to the word self-responsibility, which he brings up in the beginning of his video, where he will break the word down the same way Destiny does, as self-responsibility, where you have self-responsibility, the ability to respond, and will then make a statement that to him self-responsibility is the ability to transmute negative events into the world into gold. So that is a important statement, because it indicates already from the start a certain lack in common sense. So what I found interesting, because in a way the entire video he makes is finding arguments and giving proof to why people should basically fear Destiny, which is quite interesting, because what he's actually showing is his own fear towards Destiny, which is also why his research is so crappy, in a way. And from my perspective, the reason why he has such a fear towards Destiny is exactly because of the point of self-responsibility, which he doesn't yet understand. So I will now quote a short passage from his channel, to give just a little context. So those are words he wrote himself. He says, "I have had a few past life regressions now, and believe that I was born here at this time for a reason. That is to raise the vibration of mass consciousness and help the world ascend into paradise, to help explain the new reality to people and open their minds to new possibilities." So he's kind of, you know, he has invested much in his own belief about who he is and what his purpose is in the world. So now Destiny come and tell him that he is basically making it all up, and actually not taking responsibility in any way whatsoever. Because there is no practical approach to self-responsibility within his words, while Destini will give exactly that, is for each being to have practical tools to take self-responsibility for oneself, and being able to actually change oneself, whereas he is living in hope still, mostly, whereas there is actually no self-responsibility possible as long as hope exists. Why does he live in hope? Is because he's waiting still for a future event that will change reality, while at Destiny we say that there is no such event that will ever occur, and that as long as such a starting point and as such hope exists, this world will only deteriorate and get worse. And this is a point that has been disregarded by all of spirituality, where they will promote love, but no practical love, just a fantasy love to some, very literal way, because their love is not producing anything tangible that stands the test of time. So it's quite it makes a lot of sense why he would react so extensively to the Destiny message, because his whole definition of himself, of how he sees himself, is threatened to him. And what we're saying is that who he believes himself to be is not valid, and that he should reconsider what he's doing and who he is and get real. Which is where he kind of stopped listening and broke away and started building his ideas about Destiny, instead of pushing through and actually hearing what was said. So because, for instance, he will also make the statement that he never felt right about the videos. That's quite obviously because his self-definition was completely under threatened, and he listened to his fear, basically, which is what all the or what many of the spiritual people do, is they listen to their fear, and they will say that they have a bad feeling about the videos, and based on that feeling they will trust that they should not watch the videos, which is quite a fascinating statement to make. So I would just generally suggest to people that, commonsensically, Destiny has been busy now for more than 3 years, and there's been extensive amounts of research that's been shared, and that research and information cannot be taken lightly and assessed in a couple of weeks or even a month. It actually takes dedication and research and time to get to understand what Destiny is really saying, and also it takes quite a lot of self-application in terms of really applying the tools that are presented, and to be able to speak about Destiny in a way that where one actually know what one is saying. And it is quite typical that Destiny haters, as there are some, will have done very little research or will not even have applied the material and just have created an opinion about the material and the group. So that's my feedback and context to Jordan's video. Okay, thanks. This is Gabriel.